Final Fantasy VII, so I'm really looking excited to that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and welcome in our first run, which is going to be Resident Evil 4 Remake, any percent hardcore with Cake and Friends. How are the three of you doing today?
I'm all right. I'm a little nervous, but yeah, I'm super excited to show off RE4 Remake. It's a big goofy little game. Yeah, would my commentators like to introduce themselves?
Yeah, hello, I'm Aki. I'm a Resident Evil speedrunner. I primarily run the modern games, and I have way too many hours on this game specifically. I ran like majority of the new game categories.
Hi, I'm Hyrule Warrior 7. I also run this game. I also run 2R and RE9 as well. And I pretty much plan on running any future games that Capcom releases as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we can sort of explain things as we go. Yeah, we're going to be playing on the hardcore difficulty, which sort of combines, I guess, I would say the best of both worlds, but maybe it's the worst of both worlds when it comes to the difficulties in this game. Sort of the hardships and the difficult enemy AI of professional with the skips that we see in standard, thanks to the autosave clips that we don't have in professional. So yeah, I guess that's it for preliminary stuff. So okay, we'll jump in. The timer will start after I skip the second cutscene here.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, so I'll count us in. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, have fun.
Thank you.
Also, let's call attention to the drip here for a second.
The drip here, yeah. I made this little retexture of the pinstripe suit just for this hotfix. I hope everyone enjoys looking at it for the next 2 hours. So yeah, we are Leon S. Kennedy. We are deployed as a one-man unit in an island in rural Spain. We are here to rescue the president's daughter because she has been kidnapped by evil residents, I guess.
For the fourth time.
Yeah, for the fourth time. A lot of evil residents in this world, unfortunately. I guess something I'll go over just as the run starting out. We are using a virtual controller for this run, so I have a program set up on my desktop that's sort of, I can rebind like controller buttons to my keyboard. So the way this game sort of handles these simultaneous inputs sort of works like a macro. So if you had a real controller plugged in, you were holding down the X button and the F button at the same time, it sort of acts as a macro, and you can get these super fast button presses. So that was the first sort of tech of the run there, so I'm kind of got a lot to explain right as we start. That was crouch sprinting, so Leon sort of has two states, being in combat and out of combat. Obviously, it's pretty self-explanatory. The fastest way to move while you're in combat is to sort of switch between crouching and sprinting like that. It saves a little bit of time. I think you save about 1.5 seconds for every 10 seconds you do it. Is that right, Iki?
Yeah, about 1.6 actually.
1.6
yeah, it's like a
actually.
significant amount with how much you're in combat.
Yeah. So that's the tech that we're going to be using quite a lot throughout the run. It is still faster to be completely out of combat though, so here I'm going to reload the checkpoint. We're going to do the standard strat. See if we can get away with it. Resetting the checkpoint sort of resets enemy positioning and enemy AI so that it is consistent. We're going to shoot this grandma in the head a couple times. And we should be able to get an easy backstab on this guy here as well. So that's 2 kills. This is the village siege. We need 15 kills to finish it. So the fastest way that we're going to get kills is using grenades. Those 2 set grenade spawns here. So everyone needs to sort of crowd around in this house here. You also need them to not block this door here. Yeah, it's alright. You have 8 kills leaving the first house. That is actually really, really good.
It's my lucky day.
So the second nade up here, we're gonna grab that. Grab the shotgun as well. Shoot that window out for later. That is kind of important. Grab these shotgun shells. Gonna aim this nade down here. Hopefully it's gonna catch enough of them. And yeah, there's just enough.
That was actually a really, really good bingo.
That is a really good bingo. Yeah, the first couple of chapters of this game I am quite nervous about. And that is one thing down. And a double shotgun shell drop. Oh my. Oh my, this is gonna be a great run actually. I'm no longer nervous at all.
I think you gotta buy a lottery ticket after this, Kate.
I think I might have to. Let's see how the heavy nade drops look.
Yeah.
12 shotgun shells leaving that.
Yeah, so one of the more annoying things with hardcore and also professional is that like your nades do a lot less damage compared to standard and assisted, and that strat relies on killing the enemies with nades. Sometimes you can unfortunately get 1 or even 0 kills.
Yeah, that is really annoying on hardcore. So the practice is paid off and the luck is paid off. So yeah, the first big skip of the game, we'll go over door clips, I guess in a little bit, but that sort of abuses that virtual control interaction that we were talking about before. And the 30 FPS as well sort of makes us, I guess it makes us kind of slippery. The RE engine is, that's sort of a quirk of it. You can sort of slip by enemies and in tight spaces using lower frame rates. Some sort of ADS spam here to try and get through. Let me...
Ooh, are you gonna try crouching underneath the bridge, or are you gonna try to wiggle away?
I could try crouch into the bridge.
Damn.
Oh.
We might give it one more go. Yeah, that skip is really, really difficult. I was sort of nervous to try that.
Yeah, I think this is probably the hardest skip in the game.
Yeah, I'd agree. This is probably the hardest skip in the game. We'll give it one more try.
There's a lot of ways for you to fall out of bounds. Even just like doing the initial clip, you can immediately fall to the right side.
Yeah, that is true.
And even walking a little bit further, you can fall here, and then you can also like not get the right height. You kind of angle along that rock.
Yeah,
Moving
yeah.
it very slightly, and ooh, be very.
It's alright, we'll get it. We'll get it.
A little bit of geometry here.
Yeah, the geometry out of bounds is just really, really, is really, really difficult to traverse in this game. And so I'm sort of doing like very, very sort of exact sort of movements. Okay, we'll go through the normal way. We'll go through the casual way.
But
yeah, that's unfortunate. We basically saw it. All I had to do was sort of uncrouch into that bridge there, and we just sort of slipped off. So, do I even like remember the way to go here? It's been a while since I've grabbed this cog actually. So
with a virtual controller, you can actually kind of like rubber band yourself to the ladder to skip that forced cutscene, seeing the first like new enemy type in the remake, the boarhead or pig brute or whatever you want to call it. It was not in this enemy type was not featured in the original game, so
yeah,
it just has a giant hammer and it's pretty hard.
It does hit pretty hard. You can crouch under this, right?
Yeah, it
has been a very, very long time since I've gone through the casual way. So yeah, as you see there, that sort of geometry down there is really difficult to sort of get up and around from, but you basically saw it. I did most of the skip, so that's what counts.
Yeah, in the last bit, there's like 20 different ways so you can maybe adjust your height, but then you still can like kind of like slip down to like maybe that messes everything up.
That guy's, I kind of forgot about that guy, to be honest.
Yeah, so
I feel like, can I duck under this? Is the question we all ask ourselves when we see a trip mine. Like, I can get around this, right?
Honestly, it has been so long that I honestly forgot. Like, do you shoot it? It's been quite some time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a DLC area.
We're actually going to be using the tripwire for a sort of different purpose coming up here. We have Larry skip, which is one of the first skips that was sort of discovered in this game. It was discovered very early on.
It was discovered, I think, through TikTok. Going out of bounds at the
Really? Was it?
Yeah, it was. It was like, hey,
so
you got out
funny.
of bounds, and then of course people lapped it down initially. Oh, yeah, actually, this is actually a DLC autosave. If you do gear skip, you don't get the autosave at the end of the tunnel. Little fun fact.
Oh, that is true. Yeah.
And why?
So, yeah,
Like I
I'm
don't
gonna
know. I don't know.
use that sort of interaction with the tripwire there, and sort of look over to the left to yeah, clip myself through that shed there, and get. Also, all this that I'm working on right now is out of bounds. And it's called Larry Skip because I guess one of the Ganados up ahead is called Larry, and I guess he was annoying enough that he's notable. So yeah, we're gonna drop down here and we're gonna save Luis. So that is chapter 1.
Is there any?
And I don't know. It's called Larry Skip till this year. I always just called it like tripwire skip or out of bounds skip, and someone said Larry. I'm like, who's that? and I played glitchless, so I've met supposedly Larry.
Which one is Larry? I guess we don't
It's
know.
the before you go down the. He's like knocking on the hatchet. Or
That's that guy. Yeah.
yeah. And you can. There's a little cool trick you can do to go down the ladder, but going out of bounds is cooler than going down the ladder slightly.
It is. Yeah, it is very cool. We're coming up on quite another difficult skip here, so another one that I'm quite worried about. I'm a little bit more confident in it than gear skip. We're going to be doing prison skip, so normally you would be pulling a sort of, what would you call it, a wheel to sort of open this this prison, I guess, to get our to get our belongings back that was rudely stolen from us, but we don't really have time to do all that, so I'm just gonna see if I can get a good interaction here. Swap back to 120 FPS. Oh. We'll try that again. Yeah, so that's a very like sort of specific angle and timing that I need to get. The reason I was pausing there is because we need to interact again on sort of the frame that Leon's back leg is sort of extended the most. So it's a very, very precise skip. That's why we do all that pausing. It might look a little bit annoying, but there's more pausing up ahead.
Yeah, the positioning is very specific with his leg positioning. This is like also like one of those annoying skips to learn.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, if you're doing any percent optimally, the first two skips are just have a huge learning curve.
Yeah,
And then
so
your skip saves like 15 seconds, 15, 20 seconds, and prison skip saves like 12 seconds. So definitely
Yeah.
not needed to like learn at the start, especially in a run that's like a little under 2 hours.
yeah, very low time save for a very like high risk. But yeah, I guess I did get to show them off, which is my goal.
We also, that's what we specialize here in Perilous Path. The highest risk, lowest time save skips that we can swag into a run.
Yeah, the paths are perilous. So yeah, we're coming up on Dynamite Valley here. It's also called Red Mist Valley, and hopefully we won't see why. The enemies here are very, very mean. There's a lot of them. It's not great. Pick up an extra flash here. Blue shirt guy was nice. Is that gonna be nice? Blow up that guy. Okay, so far.
Immaculate so far.
Yeah, pretty good. We're gonna blow up this barrel to blow up that guy. Yeah, there's a lot of enemies here and a lot of dynamite just sort of flying around. It's very, very chaotic. One dynamite thrown into the wrong place and yeah, it can definitely mess everything up. To blow everything up as safety.
Did you just shoot the dynamite in their hand?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
But at least she went through and didn't stab us when we were inside.
And once the Ganados get equipped with Molotovs, you can actually parry the Molotov midair.
Yeah, and parry axes and stuff as well. It's really cool. The combat system in this game is awesome.
So that's where
Even
Leon
gunshots.
learned how to parry a rocket launcher.
Yeah, he's got a lot of practice under his belt.
You travel specifically to Spain to learn how to parry. around here.
That's why the president sent him here. It was extra training.
Yeah.
So we do have some sort of bugs coming up, some more glitches. One of which we're kind of setting up for by collecting a certain amount of items. It's quite a difficult one to explain the setup for. Luckily, I don't have to use a heal here. Hopefully I won't. Shoot her. I think I will just be in combat here. That's fine. Yeah, so we're going to have a certain amount of items for the Faz glitch, the first aid spray glitch, and that's sort of the money duping glitch. So that's how we're going to afford everything that we'll need for the rest of the run. But it is very, very finicky, so we still need to make sure that we have enough things for it. That was intentional. That was keeping you guys on your toes.
And that door clip also involves abusing the virtual controller. There's multiple methods for it. There's like a forward slashing setup, and as you saw Cake doing the crouching method, which is a little bit slower but a lot safer.
Yeah, so you started to see the way that Leon like vibrated there against the door. That is the virtual controller or the simultaneous input started doing their magic. So that's sort of how the door clips work in essence. Is yeah, we're sort of vibrating through the door. You can think of it like that. So that was chapter 2. Not too bad. Did manage to get prison escape second try. I did sort of uncrouch into that into that tripwire there. I'm so glad I didn't die to that.
That's my goat right there.
It's been a very long time since I've done that. It's very silly. I had to use one of our healers, but yeah, we should be totally fine. I'm sorry, dog. Actually,
Sadly,
you know what?
saving the as long as you shoot the trap, it doesn't. Actually, it doesn't.
Can we even shoot it from there? Oh, we did.
Oh yeah.
Be free, my boy.
If you like manually like pry open the bear trap, then like the dog will come during a future boss fight, and then if you do too much damage to the boss and the dog appears, the boss will reset to like 70% HP or something.
Yeah.
So not optimal for the speed run, but
No.
this category, it's not gonna hurt too much. Just you'll see.
Yeah.
But Cake mentioned the fast glitch. I can explain kind of like the requirements as she's kind of going.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So you need at least 16 items. You need to store majority of your first aid sprays in your storage, typewriter storage. Ooh, that guy can be quite handsy.
Be fine using that.
Yeah, majority of first aid sprays in your storage. Doesn't matter. It could be like 3 in there, then 1 in your inventory, or like 4 and 2, anything. And then also you need one of each, like I say, like item category. It's like a gun, a knife, a throwable, a heal, ammunition, a resource. So as you can tell, as it sounds, this is very specific, but we pretty much grab every static drop. And having your new game plus items actually count towards the item requirement, which will be used for pretty much all the any percent categories except for professional, because we need a little bit more extra money, and just how it's routed. But for assisted standard and hardcore, you can use the new game plus items to assist with that, and also separate ways.
Yeah,
It's a
so
little bit of a.
I did that quite quickly there, so you probably quite missed it, but
I did.
essentially the setup was the first aid sprays that I had sent to storage there before I reached the merchant were displayed as being on top of the ones that were in my inventory. And when you select both of these, you press tab. Back out of tab, it'll show as like 3/2 there. So you're selling 3 first aid sprays out of 2, and the game doesn't really know how to handle that. So, oops. It sort of gives you the money that you would get for selling them and doesn't remove them from your inventory. So it's very, very silly. That was a sniper clip that we're going to be using a few times throughout the run. It was one of the first sort of glitches that was discovered in this game. Is we sort of use a very high DPI, so I have a DPI switch on my mouse. And yeah, we
That
just...
door in particular used to be considered the hardest one in the run. In the first year,
Yeah.
the release.
It's because the door is really, really thick, I think. The thicker the door, it's harder to grab the interact on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Thick of it.
yeah, I guess the basics of that is that scoping in with the rifle sort of displaces Leon's hitbox because you sort of go into this like first person view. So I guess we had to get a static drop from him there. See that dodge? That was really cool.
Clean movement right there.
You see Leon's
That was just a
hitbox will be
visceral
displaced.
response for me watching you randomly shoot a bird. I was like, no.
No.
They're gonna remember in the next run.
The birds are gonna come for us.
Yeah.
In Crow Country.
Oh yeah. That, I guess there is a link between the
There's
games.
a link there, yeah.
Now we did visit the trader and I saw you sold a bunch of stuff. The only piece of trivia I really have for this is that I saw Capcom release the data for the trader and the trader is over $3 trillion in debt since this game released.
Thanks to the first aid spray glitch, yeah, we've put him into quite a lot of debt, unfortunately. There's a static shotgun shell drop in that nest. Not sure what the shotgun shells are doing up there, but I don't know what the birds need them for.
I mean, you saw the birds have a hand grenade on them, so why not shotgun shells? I feel like that.
That is true. That is true. I don't really think of that. We're gonna grab this egg here, just to give us some extra healing tools.
Leon's got to hit his macros.
He does, yeah. He's got to get his protein in. So I might take this Viper as well.
More safety heals, especially since it's hardcore. Second highest.
Yeah, we need a lot of safety heals.
So here we have a very small kind of trick called, like, I think people call it the Superman jump or double jump. You kind of like land on like the second level, then immediately land on the floor, rather than do like one at a time.
I took a sort of bad angle, so I sort of missed it, but yeah, you can go quite far with that. It's pretty cool. So we're coming up on Del Lago, one of the bosses. It's quite a unique boss because we're not shooting it with any of the weapons we have. We just have to sort of harpoon it to death. It's this big salamander, right?
Yeah, Del Lago's a salamander.
Yeah, it's a very large salamander. Hyrule, if you want, you can explain the sort of quick throwing and the quirks of Del Lago and stuff like that.
Yeah, so there's a way to, like, sort of, I guess, do a quick shot with the harpoons where you, like, aim and then repress aim at a certain time. And the mouse shots do additional damage to Del Lago. So we want to go for as many of those as we can.
We also swap our FPS to 60 because the frame rate affects the wave height, and it's a lot easier to hit shots on Del Lago at lower frame rates because the waves don't actually go up as high and they can't block all the shots.
Yeah, 60 FPS is way nicer for sure.
The one of the downsides is sometimes your inputs might not be as responsive if you just kept it at 120.
Yeah.
It's probably very doable at 120 though. So
It is.
not like, and it's technically faster by like a third of a second actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that.
Think you can swallow me whole, huh?
So this fight is pretty much is 100% consistent up to. Okay, I don't want to jinx anything. But if
No, you're all good.
past
You're
like
all
the
good.
last harpoon, that's when it started getting random, and every time Del Lago dives, he regens HP. But pretty much up from like this from the start to like where Cake killed Del Lago, the fight is 100% consistent. It is actually probably one of the super hard to learn at the start, just due to getting used to the quick harpoon.
Yeah, the quick harpoons are quite difficult at the start. Something I definitely struggled with when I started running this game. So this is going to be the first autosave clip. So we're using that same sort of technique of displacing our hitbox with the rifle scope. But this time, instead of using a door or anything, we're just going to reload a checkpoint, and that's going to put us out of bounds here. So these sort of clips are unique to the lower 3 difficulties, because in the professional difficulty, it obviously robs you of all your autosaves, which is pretty pretty horrible, especially from like a casual playthrough perspective. That's it makes it very, very difficult. But in some ways it makes it easier because, you know, there's obviously less out of bounds, there's a little less skips to do.
Some kind of shrine.
Oh, yeah, I don't think we have explained the SRT, all the numbers and stuff on the bottom.
Oh yeah, you can go ahead and explain that if you'd like.
So SRT stands for speedrunning tool. So this game, pretty much every Resident Evil game from 4 OG and onwards have something called difficulty adjustment or DA. So you see current rank. So each difficulty has it within a certain rank or certain range. Hardcore is 8 through 10 in this case, and it's affected by how well you're doing, what items you have. So you see action points and item points. So the game kind of like, you know, ebbs and flows, like how difficult it is. If you're doing really well, like all right, maybe you have your big boy pants on. If you're doing kind of bad, you might go to Super Winnie Hill Jr. And we do kind of. In some categories, we do try to manipulate our DA for certain things. Like for Del Lago and Standard, we throw a nade at ourselves, so we do slightly more damage to Del Lago. Professional, we can make it drop all the way to 0 with a very specific setup, so we can kill Del Lago and 7 harpoons.
Yeah, there's no DA manips in hardcore, and I guess there isn't in professional unless you count DA 0, right?
Yeah.
That's sort of the same thing for a lot of the Resident Evil games, is sort of the middle difficulties or the lower difficulties, you know, the places where you'll find the most amount of DA manips, and the higher difficulties, it's just, the game is too hard anyway, so there's not really a whole lot you can do about it. It'd be, it's been a thing since like 4OG, right, DA?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so this is chapter 4 skip, because it's a skip in chapter 4. We're very creative in this community.
No good.
To abusing that low frame rate down.
Yeah, very clean. That one's
Yeah.
like, this is like kind of deceptively hard. It's kind of
It is,
It's very
yeah.
easy to get rubber banded back to the other side when you try to do the second flip.
You have to do it very quickly, which sort of makes it difficult, but I'm really good at that one for some reason. I don't know why.
It's kind of clean at skips in general.
It's the only thing I'm good at in this game. So yeah, sort of doing that skip as well makes the run back once you've got the head a little bit easier as well. I say getting set on fire, because the enemies are sort of chilling. They're not aggroed or anything. They're in their like original positions. You only aggro them on the way back.
And on professional, it's like, or before that skip was found out, that area was like one of many reset points. Just
Yeah, especially if that guy like throws the Molotov next to the door. You can't interact or walk through doors or gates when you're on fire. So if that guy throws a Molotov at you and you're trying to run through the gate, you just die. It's not a whole lot you can do about it. It's very, very silly. So we're getting the insignia. We're gonna use that to get into the church. We're gonna save Ashley, and the run's gonna end, and we're all gonna be fine. We're gonna get airlifted home, and there's gonna be no more issues. That's the end of the game. Real and true.
oh yeah, we're never gonna be coming up to our second boss fight. Very, very intense, very mechanically intensive.
Oh yeah.
Are you talking about Gigante?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do Gigante skip.
New ice, welcome.
So,
Got some rare things on sale, stranger.
so we're gonna do our second lot of first aid spray duping here. So you can sort of see a little better here. It's displaying 6/4 when I tab back into it. And we can just repeatedly sell these first aid sprays over and over again. We're gonna reach 1 million, which is about what we'll need for the rest of this run.
No wonder this poor guy is in debt.
Yeah, we're just scamming him over and over and over again. This was also found on this was found in Reddit.
I think it was 3 trillion in March. It might be 4 trillion now, who knows. But basically, he's the US government. He can't do it.
I'll buy it at
It's an infinite supply of money. This was found on Reddit, wasn't it?
Yeah,
TikTok?
it was. It was kind of like found by accident. I was like, has anyone seen this glitch before? Then of course everyone's like, no. And then someone linked it to like to the speedrunning community, and people like kind of reverse engineered it and laughed it out. And here it is now. We kind of figure out how to get it to work like 99% of the time. Sometimes it randomly breaks, which can be kind of like, you kind of figure it out. Maybe like a cope strat is to like look at your typewriter for a little bit.
It does work.
Yeah.
We're at 1 million. Yay. So we're going to buy the rocket launcher, the case upgrade. We're going to upgrade this rifle. So this rifle is going to become the super rifle, we call it, at least in professional. We currently can't fully upgrade it, but it's most of the way there.
Apparently, according to Google, that's worth about 7,000 USD, if anyone's curious. The pesetas. 1 million pesetas.
Now I know.
So yeah, this is, I guess, the old hardest skip in the game. It's not as bad now, but it's a bit tumultuous, which is a good word, for a lot of reasons, because if you take a bad line, the game will explode and crash. Or you can sort of get into an infinite load. So I'm going to sort of line myself up quite precisely here to make sure that I don't do that. There we go, should be fine.
And that was the hardest part right there, actually.
That was the hardest part right there. So this part is just traversing the out-of-bounds geometry. We take a pretty hard to learn path. We're going to come back in bounds here. We're all fine. So yeah, if you take a bad line there, your game can crash. It used to crash for me all the time. And if you're too far to the left, the game sort of goes into this sort of infinite loading state, because you sort of load into the Gigante boss fight. And the game doesn't really know what to do if you enter it from out of bounds, so it's just this infinite load, and you have to restart your game. So I was a little bit nervous about that, but we managed to get it first try.
And before that skip was found, a lot of people just opted to do the boss fight normally. And
Yeah.
on professional and stuff, it was like actually like pretty hard to learn, because you had to like get the Gigante to expose his weak spot, and one of the shots is like super precise. You know, Hyrule probably experienced from running this game pretty fast glitch.
I'm here to help.
Before.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
We're still
terrible.
broke.
Hyrule's been through war.
Yeah.
This puzzle isn't as cool as the OG. I was at the
Form to mess up on.
I was at the OG one was cool. Everyone sort of has like a different lineup for that one, right? Like what they look for when they swap colors. It's very interesting to see what people use.
I kind of go with vibes, not gonna lie.
Ashley, you in there?
Hey, that's why I mess up so often. The vibes are off.
Ashley. Ashley.
So yeah, that was chapter 4. So we're now,
I think that's the end of the game, right?
yeah, it's the end of the game. So we're currently rescuing Ashley. We're going to take her home, and all is going to be well.
Get the hell out of here. Get the ladder.
And we're going to be with her the whole time.
Yeah, hip to hip.
Hip to hip, yeah. She's never going to leave our side. I said to like swap weapons here to make sure that I can get the rifle out as soon as possible for this clip that we're going to do, and we're just going to drop down and we're going to leave Ashley behind. Sorry, Ashley. So you can say,
No longer an escort mission. It's solo.
yeah, we just decided to leave her there. We just don't really care. You can see her in the subtitles. She's crying out for help, but yeah.
You made so much money off the trader, you don't need the president's bounty anymore. You're like,
Yeah, no. I'm gonna retire, move to the Bahamas or something. Live a nice retired life.
I love this sometimes. Hey, wait, Leon.
I have some new
Yeah. Gonna take our combat knife back here.
Yeah, thankfully she does teleport you after a certain distance. So it's not like a solo mission for the rest of the game. You still gotta watch her at some point.
Yeah. This
Where are you going? These subtitles.
that checkpoint here so resets some enemy positions up ahead, which is quite important. There's that guy there, that blue shirt guy up there. He can be very annoying if you don't reset that checkpoint.
And shooting this window during the village siege, it does
yeah.
not get detected.
Yeah. So we made a note of that during the village siege. Make sure that they don't aggro onto you too early because of the noise. I've had them grab me like as I'm coming through that gate here. I'm gonna reset this one as well because there's another enemy up ahead who is gonna be sort of staring at a wall now.
You got put in timeout after the reload.
Yeah. Can one of you guys explain cabin for me? Because I really need to lock in and make sure that I get cabin done.
Yeah, of course. So we have the cabin sequence. We have Jake gonna have to deal with a lot of enemies, meet very specific kill count, or meet a certain amount of kills. So once it's starting the sequence. So
So wait a little bit for the cutscene. Yeah, it's gonna make sure he doesn't like run around.
Yeah, sometimes you can be out of position, and my cope strategy is watch the cutscene, but first you get one collide here. If the timing is very strict for these two, then, because you want to make the timing to get us a third collide, hopefully, on this the third window here, and we'll get it. Ooh, I'll probably make sure your shots.
With enough pause buffering, anything's possible.
Got 6 kills, you got 7 here. Board up that window to funnel the enemies towards one slot. Leon has a tendency to shoot enemies, and you want certain granados to die inside the cabin, so they drop boards. So you can either get 15 kills to end the sequence, board up all 3 windows, or wait like 5 minutes. And ooh, there you go.
Oh, that was actually really close. But yeah, we managed to get the boards there.
Yeah,
That was really close. Oh my god! When he sort of fell back through, I was really worried there.
yeah, that was probably a super tricky shot. Like one of the cues I use is kind of like wait for that granados like foot to like be fully on the windowsill to shoot, so he flies forward, kills the rest of the enemies to get at least 13 kills. And then the last guy will drop the board. So now Kick is waiting for phase 2 to start here, and she'll need 5 kills. So these ones are the first 3 are usually pretty safe. So that the grandma can become annoying because of the ladder hitbox, and also like hardcore is kind of weird. Where like, enemies are harder, you have a little bit more tougher. So if you really need to like dead on shot you like.
Yeah, the killer here. Does this guy count? Oh, he's
outside kills do count. So
actually
kills. Oh.
Yeah, it's just because I missed the shot on that grandma outside there. A little bit of inventory and sorting ourselves out there.
There we go. Now Case got 5 kills, and then now for the final phase, we got the brute that we
I'm a little worried about my ammo here.
So to finish out Cabby, you need to kill him, or once again, like wait, I want to say 5 minutes. I'm kind of pulling that. He's quite the beefy boy. Definitely had the protein, a little bit of creatine, maybe a little something else.
Ooh. There we go, we got him. Yeah, that was sort of. I didn't reload my shotgun there, so
kind of watch for any leftover granados, and there we go. Ashley saved the day.
Ashley saved the day, saved by the bell.
After we ditched her, she was like, you know what?
Yeah, she came back. She found her way anyway.
Yeah.
She doesn't need a tour guide
at all. Thank goodness.
Yeah, thank you, Ashley. So yeah, I hadn't reloaded my shotgun there, so usually you just sort of blast shotgun shells into him. Yeah, I sort of had to do a little bit of running around there to make sure that I didn't get hit, but yeah, it turned out fine in the end. It's very easy to die in second phase of Cabin, especially in the harder difficulties.
And I think Cabin on hardcore is probably the hardest due to just you can't fully max your weapons, but the enemies are more durable, so it can be a lot.
Yeah.
Enemies to live.
Yeah.
I may try and cut out these two guys.
I also think it's very hard on hardcore for weird reasons. So standard you kind of run through. Well, on hardcore and also professional, they added extra enemies as well. And the strategy on professional just for some reason doesn't work on hardcore. And this is a different enemy type that take backstabs. You normally can backstab the first guy, and
I think she'll be okay there. I mean, I'll reset the checkpoint here, so she'll be okay.
Another cheeky thing you can do on pretty much every difficulty besides professional. If Ashley's grabbed, just reload checkpoint if there is one, and they drop her. And hopefully she kind of
try and get re-grabbed. I think it's okay if she gets re-grabbed here because I have another checkpoint sort of in the skip that we're doing up ahead, which is the sisters skip. The Bella sisters.
Sure is quiet.
So yeah, it's sort of starting off with this sort of door clip that we're going to do through the wall here. It's sort of a precise little lineup we're going to take. So we're going to come into this wall here. We're going to as far left as we can. So sort of these textures sort of overlap here. Going to aim there. We can pick up this first aid spray. We can make Ashley hide in there. We can do a door clip, just like the one from before. So we're going to set our frame rate to 30, so to slip through here. That gives us the checkpoint in there, so if Ashley does get caught, we can actually reload there, which is very nice. I'm going to do a shot there so that those Ganados aggro to that rather than me. So that lets us keep out of combat as we're going around, which does save quite a bit of time, because we're doing quite a lot of walking here. And then we just run back inbounds here, and there are the Bella Sisters. Their models are just sort of stored outside the playable area, or the currently playable area, so it's quite a funny little tidbit.
I'm just like
Grab some
picturing
static
this
drops.
from Ashley's point of view, where she's just like, no, don't leave me, and just watching you phase through a wall. Like, what's going on in her
Yeah.
mind?
Hurry!
So this is Mendez Chase. I think it's kind of okay on hardcore. I think professional is definitely a lot harder. What happened to that guy's body?
That was okay.
The path
Does
to
it not
Perilous.
normally do that?
No.
Depends on how the game's feeling.
Yeah, the game's feeling a little goofy today.
I've seen that happen a couple times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here I'm going to tell Ashley to stay behind because there's sort of an animation here where Leon lifts her up and we just don't have time for that. She can make her own way up.
We see him again. You run.
This is another skip coming up. This is Mendez skip or the merchant clip. First, I'm going to actually use the merchant because I'm going to slow my shotgun.
Thank you.
Buy another first aid spray and buy the riot gun.
Come back any
So I'm sort of crouch in this corner here.
welcome. Well,
And then we're going to use the merchant interaction to sort of push us into the wall there. And then we can traverse this out of bounds geometry and land outside the Mendez fight, so we just don't have to fight him at all. And there he is, just like the Bella Sisters. His model is stored outside of the playable area, so sort of staring at this rock there. He's taking up some geology. He's studying.
Dancing just a little bit. Getting
Hide
hype.
out again. In the
Just,
corner.
just having a look. And that is chapter 6. So yeah, chapter 6 has a few cool skips. Gorge is sort of the hard part, but luckily we got through that scot-free.
What costume is that for Ashley?
That's actually as Maria from Silent Hill 2.
Oh, okay, the hair kind of threw me off. I don't remember her being having black hair.
Luis just said.
I got it.
That's another one I have.
Okay. Oh, here we're now entering castle, actually.
Right, in Castle. Chapter 7 is not very fun. It's very scary. It's a very perilous path, you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah, the difficulty really ramps up here. If you have a new enemy type, new Plagas, this is a head biter. You can tell, you can bite your head off. And
Just
don't
bit
worry,
Ashley's head
fine.
off.
Once you walk up past a certain line, she stands up. Or you can also reload checkpoint there too. That
That's
works.
a checkpoint,
Both,
yeah.
both are fine.
I always do if she gets hit there. You sort of get the better combat speed here as well.
And the UI gets kind of buggy here, where you're like, you can't see that you picked up a gunpowder there.
Yeah, I can't see the center dot or anything either.
It really is a mystery. I don't know why it's like that.
It's very strange. So yeah, this is catapults. There's a lot of enemies, there's a lot of catapults, a lot of things exploding, more enemies, chaos. Yeah, it's very easy to die here. So I'm just going to be taking quite a good line here to make sure that I don't get hit by any stray cannonballs. I didn't mean to throw that flash.
Yeah, with autosaves, you can kind of play more careless, just so you have an autosave right after you shoot down the door there. So it resets positions of the enemies, and also actually gets dropped if she's picked up. Over here can be very awkward timing. You see all the catapults still up, all enemies are running towards you.
Yeah.
Like one small hit can really ruin the tempo. Oh,
The first death. Yeah, if you sort of get stuck on that bridge there, the catapults will keep on coming. Not a whole lot you can do
it's
about
also
it.
a very tough part. It's kind of weird to practice because so many things can go wrong. It's hard to be
This is gonna be
find
bright.
something consistent to find to get through
I
them.
think she should be fine here. yeah. You sort of,
I'm always waiting for that first death. I'm a terrible host because I always feel when someone dies, I'm like, yes, I was validated. It deserves to be
Yeah,
on the show. Thank you for dying.
it is hard, and there's not really a whole lot that you can do about it. So yeah, Ashley is
Every time that happens, I gotta secretly smile behind the camera. I'm like, yes, someone died.
first death. Then the door clip coming up here, so we're actually skipping quite a lot of the game with this door clip here. We're gonna make sure that these guys don't pick up Ashley. And I hope she'll be able
You
to
actually just get
get
a
through.
new, like mini boss enemy, the Garrador, the blind Wolverine enemy. If you played the original game, and a nice little puzzle. Or actually, two puzzles with gongs.
Yeah,
You know, we don't do puzzles in speedruns.
skip over that whole thing. So yeah, this is Waterhole. If you thought Catapults was bad, Waterhole is worse in almost every single way.
Leon, they're here.
Are we saying that black goo is water?
Goo hole. We can call it goo hole.
Not the goo.
In OG, it was like fire hole.
Alright, the fire hall did not make it at all in any way.
I did not. Keep that hit a little there. So these guys can be a little not very nice to us. Managed to get past them. They could still hit us here while we're turning the wheel. They're just gonna go for it. Actually can get hit down here sometimes, which is quite annoying to deal with if it does happen.
I don't know. She had her head down there. It looked like she was good.
Watch out!
She was hiding. Should be fine. She might. It's also
There
these
could be real with all the archers around and
all the archers. Yeah, the bolts are terrible in this game. That Scythe guy as well. Scythe guy's notorious. He's both Scythe guys actually.
I can swing the scythe or they will.
Yeah, that was rough.
Speaking of the scythe guys,
Speaking of the Scythe guys, yeah, that guy is notorious for hitting you when you're trying to turn that wheel there.
sometimes the scythe guys can even throw their scythes instead of swinging. I've had that a couple times, which kind of threw me off guard.
Where are you going?
I think we have an autosave in the first part. So the bottom part is pretty straightforward. You can usually just run through. But torch guys are also still annoying. I wonder if Ashley's gonna headbutt the guy again, like earlier.
Sorta.
She almost did. She did it for like a half second, then.
So glad that bolt that the archer shot did not hit me there.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like these archers should be
Shotgun shells.
playing CS or something.
Yeah, I'm glad I died. I got an extra ammo drop. Yeah. Do have to use a lot of heals here.
Shield guy there. Very personal beef with him.
Yeah, he can be very annoying.
Yeah, there's a lot of different strategies people use for Waterhall, but sometimes not Waterhall strats can be 100%. There's too many weird things, goofy things, some would say, that can happen here.
There's very likely a checkpoint here, so can we let that to make sure Ashley drops?
When they grab Ashley like that, like what happens? Like if you don't rescue her or something, like is it like eco where like they'll take her away or what's gonna happen to her?
So there's sort of a meter in the bottom right, and if that reaches full, they've sort of taken her to, I guess, a destination, and sort of a forced cutscene plays. It's sort of a death screen. And you sort of failed your mission, I guess.
Damn, Archer is really out to get you.
He is.
That DLC Archer.
Yeah, wait, why is that Archer there?
That guy
really
always
came up.
always shoots me in hardcore.
So this part's like, at least on the top floor, the enemies are pretty static in how they behave.
This guy's shooting
There's
us.
no real way to make this area go by faster. You just gotta like shoot the enemies, make sure you kind of watch yourself before, in case you get swarmed.
What enemy we're gonna hit
A little
here?
bit of pause warping to make sure we hit our shots.
That's,
Since like the aim can be very finicky. Like
I
Leon
don't know,
has a
there's
steady arm sometimes, especially when it matters the most. and it's very easy to shoot Ashley, and also the rifle does have bullet penetration, so you can shoot through an enemy and shoot her back.
There we go. A lot of parrying we have to do here. Might craft some rifle. We'll need it for later anyway. So yeah, I tend to just sort of circle these guys. It can work, it can not work. There's plenty of outcomes. I'm really getting through my heals here.
You're getting max value out of them.
I guess I will have to get some more out of the typewriter. So yeah, that's for all the enemies that can grab Ashley. These guys here, you can sort of shoot them, but if you kill them, it just spawns more. So finally,
I didn't know. I didn't
waterhole
get
is
back
over.
here.
Yeah.
I just kind of copy people and just like don't know the reason why.
Anything cool? A nade. That's not bad. I'll sort of pause for a sec here. So I'm gonna hold the door open for Ashley.
With me.
Quite the gentleman Leon is.
Yeah, he is. If you close the door there, then Ashley has to open them. Very threatening. She has to open it by herself if you don't hold it for her, so it's a little bit of time save there.
That Libby can't clip through that door and just leave Ashley behind again.
Yeah, sadly. Magnum ammo. That's not what we need, but yeah.
A boot knife.
We should probably take that resource.
Yeah.
Ashley's gonna open the gate for us. Yeah, go on, Harold.
You sure you're good?
Sometimes the game can just randomly crash when you get out of Waterhole.
Oh yeah, I was worried about that. That's why I paused.
Oh, is that why you paused?
Yeah.
Mm.
Not gonna
So like a cope pause. Yeah, I have crashed a lot coming out of Waterhole. When I was going for assisted world record, which I eventually got, I lost many record paces to the crash outside of Waterhole, and there just isn't really an explanation for it. It just, the game misbehaves sometimes. We're on a down patch version of the game, of course, so that a lot of like the sniper related glitches are possible. And yeah, it's just quite janky. So another cool door clip there called Glorious Skip. It saves that whole sort of getting the lantern thing. It's very annoying, like red zealot you have to kill in a room that's sort of like another waterhole. It's very easy to die in there.
Last person I thought I'd run
I remember when that glitch was first discovered, like Harold and I thought like, dude, this is so hard. Like there's no way we can get this consistent.
Yeah, that's the same for a lot of the glitches that were discovered. We sort of go through this phase of like, oh, this is really difficult. Like we're never going to be able to do this in a run. Yeah. A few weeks later, we do it in every single run.
Yeah, just found a consistent setup. It's all easy peasy.
What's that? I swapped that one over too many times.
That should.
Thankfully, this stone tablet puzzle is not randomized. It's static, so just kind of like remember your inputs and like what order you put in the tablet.
Yeah, it's the same inputs every time.
Oh, great.
I'm gonna try and shoot this guy in the head. It's gonna be...
Christ.
There we go.
Oh, we got totally not the face huggers from Aliens. We got the back huggers.
The back huggers.
Not the same. Not the same. Not the same.
Not the same. It says this is battlements. A lot of things can go wrong here as well. Basically everything can go wrong in every area. But yeah, it's quite easy to get hit by cannons here, which is actually it's a pay to lose thing, right? You want to talk a little bit about that? Because you know that very well, Aki.
Oh no, don't remind me. So up ahead, there's once you open these gates, okay, we're gonna like do a nice cheeky little shot here, kind of using like how the game's bloom works. You can shoot the weight there. But so there's a part where like you're avoiding actually not a giant rock from a certain giant enemy. And if your PC's too good, he throws her off the bat, so the second you get out of this cutscene, you'll get hit. Well, I
This
have
is-
like an average PC, now like a super PC, you're fine.
Yeah. Sometimes he just
You just
throws the rock right at you if you have like a really good CPU or a really good GPU. It's a lot of things like that in this game actually. It's very pay to lose. This is why the GTX 1080 is the best graphics card ever. That's what I'm on currently. Oh, I never get hit though. That is strange. Maybe the GTX 1080 is the worst graphics card.
I don't know if I've seen that one before.
Oh, I've had that on my older setup where I got it all inside.
Yeah, I did totally jinx that. That is just on me, totally.
That one I can't really explain what that happens. I've seen that. I've had that happen like on like
Oops.
multiple setups.
Should have been too early though. I'm gonna use the cannon to kill that Gigante, get through this door here. I'm actually gonna kill these guys with the cannon. I don't usually do this, I just sort of YOLO it, but yeah, they can be...
How are you even
Clearly.
seeing the things you need to parry? Like you're parrying.
I just sort of
I don't
heard
even
them.
I didn't even see
Yeah, I
what you
didn't.
parried.
I just sort of had him shoot to my left there. I was like, I'm not taking it from this guy today. Especially after what happened in Waterhole. I'm not taking any chances.
Sorry.
I've accidentally
I've had my
entered
fill of
Lord of the
yours.
Rings, it looks like.
So that was chapter 8. Not too bad. It's quite a short chapter. Especially because we skipped that room with the red zealot, the Gloria skip. Yes, now we are reunited with Ashley for Maze, and chapter 9 is very interesting, a lot of things going on. But yeah, first up we do have Maze, which has a neat little door clip in it as well.
He's in trouble. We can't just leave him, right?
Has a nade
It
lineup
was like
as well.
probably like the longest chapter.
It is, yeah. It's quite a lot of stuff and quite a lot of very difficult stuff as well, which we will come to very soon.
Give me some.
This door clip is quite annoying because you don't have a lot of leverage to sort of clip Leon's model into the wall. You sort of have that very small corner there. And we have to unlock
Once
that
again,
for
makes it
Ashley.
look too easy.
Yeah, you know, I'm just like that.
Are you doing autographs after your show?
Hey, look!
You can do if you'd like.
Lord.
I sign Steam profiles.
Are you okay?
Plus rep.
Plus rep. Plus rep for plus rep. So sort of do that lineup there. Shout out Nade King.
Easier
Nicky
this
Nade
way.
King.
Yeah, so the best RNG you can get there is killing all 3 of the dogs. I usually prepare to only kill 2 of them and sort of have that third guy
Hold us down.
run out. That's what you'll get most of the time. That can be very, very bad news if you only kill one of them though, or none of them. It can be very, very bad.
Yeah, the dogs can start transforming and they get significantly tankier. As you saw, like
Yeah, they get a lot of
one
HP.
shot. If they start like spawning their Plagas, I feel like they're invincible.
Can I get
Here,
this?
some more.
He might have got it. I'm not sure.
Wait, did you get the? He's like still tricky. You can
I got it,
jump off
yeah.
as the cutscene happens. Ooh, you got it, and you got the roll.
And I got the roll. Yeah,
Avengers Land, and you get like second comboed.
yeah. A lot of combos happen in this game. Super Smash Bros. Melee combos. You can just get stun locked forever. So I'm going to reload the checkpoint to reset these enemy positions here, and then I'm going to kill 3 to make sure that they don't grab Ashley. If you don't kill these 3, then that sort of cutscene plays where you're sort of leaving Ashley behind when she gets captured. So can I kill out these guys? No. Sometimes you can kill out those guys, it's very, very cool.
Wait, Leon!
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's a pretty strict
remember the
flat on the last 2.
Yeah.
chint coming up?
Yeah, thank you for reminding me, Hyrule. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You forgot that Hyrule.
Ballroom must be.
I was gonna forget. I was genuinely gonna forget. So yeah, we're gonna continue to tune up the super rifle here. We're gonna get the exclusive ticket as well.
Are you?
This is gonna one-hit pretty much everything, so that's another cool thing about hardcore, I guess. Gonna increase the combat knife power as well. And repair that, and I might as well get myself a first aid spray as a treat.
Anytime.
Look, there's a statue up there.
So now we need to collect 3 heads for that Hydra head there. So go on, I sort of interrupted you.
Oh, I was gonna say, Oh, I know you got like another cool little trick you can do. You can do in your
Oh, yeah.
whole playthrough, throw a nade to like stagger this zealot who's about to pull the lever, and then, you know.
Yeah, it skips this entire room. It's very neat. Good drops. Nope, terrible drops.
Oh, I thought that was a heavy nade drop on my screen. I got a little big. Oh, I got almost like too excited there.
These guys are really annoying, so I'm just gonna throw a flash here. They can definitely block you. Usually, what I go for there is sort of this. I just want to make sure they don't get Ashley. Come on, Ashley. You can do it.
Actually, the zealot turning the other Thanatos into Plagas has actually kind of saved you there, because they
just dropped her. Yeah, so hopefully she'll be fine here. That's sort of a very annoying room. Usually what I do is I sort of try and line them up so that I can stun them all, or at least stun 2 of them with one blast from the riot gun.
Hey, Leon, there's some
But
bet you could use
yeah, in hardcore, I'm just not gonna risk it. I'm gonna throw a flash there. We do have a flash spare as well.
I think you did pretty
You're gonna see the power.
Heavy nade, heavy nade.
Oh, heavy
nade. Ooh, you crit that one.
That's great.
Can't be serious.
Yeah, so this is Knight's room. Using the super rifle, we actually can kill these Knights very, very quickly. I think it's 2 shots per Knight. Apart from that one. An extra. And we're gonna craft some more ammo. So we have to kill the Knights in sort of a specific order as well to get them through the fastest. That shot can be very annoying because that hitbox there is very frustrating, and you manage to get the shot through that guy's arm as well, so... Pretty clean Knights. It all happened pretty fast. It's quite hard to explain what's going on, but
Nighty night. Nights.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, very well executed Knight's room. And
Yeah.
shotgun ammo too.
It is sort of made quite easy on hardcore because of the super rifle, and same with professional. It is actually very, 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 very difficult on standard because I think it's like 3 shots per Knight, right?
Yeah.
With the Stingray.
Prior to that, Ashley was like, Leon, do you want to wear some armor? I bet you could use it. And Leon's like, it's not my style. I don't want to wear that. And it's extra funny because of the drip that Leon's in right now.
He prefers this drip. He loves it. He only ever wears this outfit.
A dining hall.
And this third puzzle, or third sort of room that we used to get the head is very, very simple. I'm just going to sit down and have a nice meal.
So now I'm really just like the 2 paintings at the end of the room to see like, you know, like which like table setup,
Looks like we
seat
figured
setup
it
you're
out.
supposed to follow.
Yeah. So we grab the serpent head. And now we're approaching Ashley's section, which is sort of a little bit of downtime until we get to the last part, which is one of the hardest skips in the game.
And I feel like Ashley's section, the remake, I think it's a lot better than original. Kind of more scary.
I think it's cool, yeah.
Leon,
Yeah. And especially with the skips that were found from this area, you'll see.
Yeah. I'm feeling very terrified.
Some of the newer skips, but they're pretty cool.
Can you play this in first person like in Requiem?
Definitely not.
Sadly, it would be actually really cool if this section was in first person.
is that a clock?
Well, I
see.
used to go downstairs, but now with the glitches that were found, like, has it probably like a year at this point now? We now take
Oh wow, yeah.
path where you normally go,
so.
like if you're like playing casually. Because it seems like on the more like exploration route here.
It's maybe around August time this was found, I think, so I don't think we are quite yet. But honestly, Ashley is so much braver than me. I would not be running through here with a lantern. I would be cowering in a corner. I'd be waiting for Leon. I'm not strong enough to be
Case
braving this.
must lead to a secret room or something.
Shout out Ashley.
And Ashley's brave enough to clip through walls at some point.
She is, yeah. Takes a note out of
Probably
Leon's
will.
book.
Keys.
She's in good hands. Ashley's movements is sort of very, very strange. I feel like I'm almost like steering her when you sort of move around corners. She's very sort of has very like stiff movement, so it's quite hard to take good lines. For the first sort of clip, you can do that, but it's very risky, and I don't really want to do it. So I'm scared. So this is the second part of that clip though, which is very easy. Do this at home. I literally just hold A and S while crouched there, and you sort of just skip through the elevator there. Not really sure why it works, but it does. And then this is one of the hardest skips in the game.
Broken.
The skip is very feels based, as you'll see in a moment. You kind of have like a general lineup. Then here you kind of you use virtual controllers pause so you can make micro adjustments, and it's hopefully actually falls forward to the other side. It is very easy to fall out of bounds.
Yeah, it is a completely vibe-based skip there.
But I think you can fail it up to like 6 times before like you only break even, or you start losing time from doing it. So it's still worth going. It's definitely still worth going for it.
So here I'm setting up for something where Leon can move during that like loading screen there. So it's not like super RTA friendly, but it is IGT friendly, and it's pretty cool to show it off there. Usually you spawn inside that sort of cage. But yeah, we don't have time for that, so we're gonna move when we're not supposed to. Carry that guy there. So this is Novi's room. It's horrible, actually. It's terrible. They can just do whatever they want, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it. Let me just get past that guy there. I am going to be throwing a sort of mandatory flash later. This guy over here can be pretty annoying. I'm going to try and take a line to avoid him there, so he sort of flies over our head. Take that herb, take this nade. Yeah, you can hear them sort of chitter about. Honestly, my least favorite enemy in any game I've ever played in my entire life. In my years on this planet, I've never encountered a more frustrating enemy.
Yeah, they're pretty terrible.
There you go.
That is quite the award.
Yeah, I hate these guys with a passion. I have a clip of that guy that I sort of took that line to get past over there. He sort of chain grabbed me twice unassisted, which he's just not supposed to do. He's not allowed to do that legally, but he did it anyway, so I have a grudge. Coming up on Garador's room now. Craft some extra rifle ammo just to make sure I have some. In case things go awry. This is a very rehearsed room. It is made quite a lot easier with the super rifle though.
So this is actually the second time we see the Garadors, but like we actually skipped the first encounter with that start castle. With the pause buffering and super rifle, it kind of makes it good.
Super rifle does make it easier. You need an extra couple shots on standard compared to hardcore. But it's sort of the same sort of deal. You sort of get that first shot off where he sort of detaches himself from the wall there. Stand between them, sort of alternate between shooting them to make sure that they stun.
Pretty much perfect.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Best you can ask for on a hotfix, honestly.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. I shot the scythe woman, and she was fine. So we're starting off with another autosave clip right into here, which is followed by a very, very silly looking trick that I hope I get first try, because it's very, very annoying. The sort of lines you take out of bounds here are quite confusing because the game is just so dark at this point. We do have our brightness cranked up to full because that's what we do as speedrunners. So if you sort of turn to the right and interact there, Leon just sort of crawls through the rocks. He's the best cave diver we've ever known. And then we can sort of take a very... it's not too precise, but we got to make sure that we don't get stuck line here. And we can sort of crouch back under here, and Leon just floats back up to the surface.
That looks so cool.
It's really, really goofy. Yeah, thank God that works, because that is a very, very cool out of bounds.
Oh, give me a break.
I honestly forgot what that area looks like, casually.
I think it's time for you to run NMG next, so you can see all the DLC areas you
Time
skip.
for me to stop cheating with all these glitches. What are we looking like on like time right now?
We're about 108 or so.
Okay, we can take a break pretty soon.
Yeah, after this chapter, right?
Yeah, we can do that if you'd like. Or just rebind my items here because we're gonna do a glitch, which it's sort of like an ammo swap glitch. We call it the infinite ammo glitch, which is used by sort of abusing a point in like a reload animation and swapping weapons at just the right time. It's a very, very difficult like timing based skip, and it can be very difficult for new runners because the timing is just so precise, but sort of once you get used to it. And we're going to be using that a couple times in the run to get a lot of use out of like the rocket launchers that we buy.
Oh, you're kidding me.
And it sort of uses I guess it's like damage that you take from fire, or sort of the animation that you get when you get set on fire and stuff. So we're actually going to be using the nitrogen for this one. So you see how I started reloading just the right time, then I swapped weapons. So now I have the rocket launcher equipped. Ooh, he went back up. We're going to have to do that again. So yeah, we're essentially using the rocket launcher with the ammunition of the handgun, which is very, very funny how that works. And we're getting hit with the nitrogen at just the right time. That was slightly mistimed there. It's a shame we got it first try, and then Verdugo had to jump up into the vents. There we go. Blow him up. So, yes, essentially, if you look at the bottom right here, we see we have the handgun equipped, but we're actually holding the rocket launcher, and it's using the handgun ammo there, which is very, very funny.
Wheel
Ready to go for the
squeak.
extra looting up ahead? Are you gonna go for the extra looting for the potential heavy nades? Or are you gonna...
Yeah, we could do. Do you know at all like how that glitch was found, Aki?
I think it's kind of like casually, you get caught on fire by like a Molotov, you kind of might want to panic switch, especially with enemies around. And I think Hyrule, you mentioned on your first casual playthrough, you had that glitch.
I think I did it by accident on my casual playthrough. I was confused, like what was happening.
Yeah, so the original method didn't involve reloading a shotgun or something. It's just kind of basically just timing your swap between your handgun and rocket launcher. But it's found more consistent by using like the riot gun's reload animation because it's pretty static and like it's not too long, not too short.
Yeah, that is the end of chapter 10, so we can take a break now.
Awesome. Yeah, we can pause there for a few minutes. Whenever we
pause.
have longer runs like this, we want to make sure everyone has a chance to take a break, stretch legs, grab some water, go to the bathroom, anything and everything they need to. Say hi to your dogs or cats. I tend to do that during breaks. Anything that you got going on, we'll be back in just a few minutes. And breaks are always a great time if you're interested in checking out some of the other stuff going on in GDQ. So if you're looking to get more involved in the GDQ community, you can also use this time to join the official Games Done Quick Discord, which I'll throw into the chat there, and add the Hotfix role to stay up to date on events, chat with staff, and more. And you're always welcome to join that, check out what's going on during the break. But otherwise, we'll be back in just a few minutes with the exciting conclusion to Resident Evil 4 Remake. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Perilous Paths here on GDQ Hotfix. We are in the middle of an incredible Resident Evil 4 remake run. And if you want to catch up on this run or any of the other past Hotfix shows and marathons, you can always do so over at youtube.com/gamesdonequick. Do it after the stream is over, though. If you are watching this on YouTube in the future, a week, 2 weeks, whatever, consider liking, subscribing, becoming a member of the channel, and all of that fun stuff to stay up to date on GDQ. But without further ado, I will turn it back over to Cake and Friends to take us through the second half of this incredible run. I'm excited for it.
Yeah. So it's time of going. Should I count us in?
You got to count us in.
All right, yeah. 3, 2, 1, go. So we're coming in on chapter 11 here. So there's 16 chapters in the game. Make a little safety save here. Okay, should have done before. There's another sort of version of that ammo glitch coming up ahead, which is a little bit. It involves an enemy, which he can just kind of do whatever he wants to. We're going to try and get him in the right place. So, see, before we use the nitrogen to do the ammo glitch, here we're going to use the fire, and we need to get that fire from this guy here, who is holding a Molotov. So we need him to throw the Molotov at us. We need Luis to not shoot him as well. He's shooting this guy. There we go. I think we got it first try. Yeah, it's absolutely perfect. I was quite worried about getting this one on the hotfix, but yeah. So we just need to time it pretty precisely with when he throws it and when it hits us. Swap the weapons there. I sort of shot Luis in the foot there to make sure that he wasn't going to shoot the Ganado, because sometimes Luis can even shoot the Molotov out of the guy's hand, and if that happens, well, the run is pretty much just dead. So yeah, I'm very happy with that one.
To shoot him in the foot.
It's all we can do.
Luis, bad.
Bad Luis. I also had this mod on. Do you see where he's still in the bag from earlier? That's not part of the game. I just I just have that modded in because it's funny. It's like I like to think of a headcanon where he sort of struggled to get the bag off, and like he's just going with it now.
He wanted to seem cool and didn't want to ask Leon for help. I was like, oh no, I planned for this.
Yeah, he's totally fine. See, I started watching those cutscenes through there on purpose, because if you don't watch them through, there's a chance that Luis sort of gets stuck in between, I guess, like the legs of the Gigantes or something, and he just can't get through. Can't seem to get this clip either. This one's sort of difficult because it's quite a thick door like the other one.
I mean, I'm guessing we might see naturally, but is Luis walking or hopping right now?
Down here too.
Oh, let's take a look.
Underground here.
He's walking. He's
oh my god.
He's got full leg mobility in that bag there. It's very interesting.
If it became a potato sack run, it would have been the best thing ever. So I had to ask.
It's a solo potato sack run. He's just he's doing it all by himself. Here we're going to do a cool little save trick. So when Luis sort of starts that animation where he jumps down, we're going to make a save. We're going to reload this save. And Luis will be teleported into the cart. So this is a neat little thing that saves a few seconds. And this is minecarts. Unfortunately, unlike the OG, we can't skip minecarts. There's nothing we can do to make this go any faster. It's sort of this this auto-scroller section, but it's a nice bit of downtime where we get to chill. Shoot some bad guys, shoot some boards, whatever. Try and keep it interesting, I guess.
Yeah, in the original game, they made you use your own ammunition here, but thankfully in the remake, they gave you just the trusty Red 9 with infinite ammo.
Yeah.
But the trade-off is that there's no cool glitch to skip it.
No skip. We should put a bounty on it. If anyone can find a way to make this go by any faster.
Well, if we have some time and we want to make it interesting, we can talk about Frame Pataus, which is a community of speedrunning women and femmes in speedrunning and gaming, which is hosting the Frame Jam, a game jam running June 5th to 21st with team building starting June 1st. So that is coming up in the very near future. And if you're interested in learning more, !FF in chat.
Please shake them off. Left turn.
I submitted for FF recently because the submissions closed yesterday, I think.
I beat you to it, Iki. But thank you for helping
you
out.
beat me. I should have typed in mid-sentence.
You should have totally known all the announcements and all the content and everything ahead of me. And no,
Or I'll be a GDQ staff soon.
you never
Run your
know.
own show.
We are always looking for people.
That'd be awesome.
I mean, I guess that's as good a segue as any of that. If anyone is watching this and they are interested in being a part of GDQ or getting involved, remember you can always submit runs on the GDQ Hotfix website. So if you see Cake doing this incredible run and you're like, I'm a speedrunner, I want to do something like that on Hotfix, you can always submit to this show or any other show for Hotfix or even special events, etc. Through the Hotfix website. I highly encourage people to do that. There is, I see what you're doing, Iggy. Spamming random commands in chat. There is no. Oh my goodness. So what I would say is like you can always submit and you know have the opportunity to be considered for showcases, events, and things. That's how I myself got started. So you never know where it'll lead. You could end up on your own Hotfix show one day. So definitely give it a chat if that's something you might be interested in.
Do give it a shot. There's some sort of very cool tech here. It's the best tech in the game. If we stand right here and we aim at this window here, the Ganado is just sort of chilling and Luis can run right past him. Some very sacred tech.
Straight from China.
Straight from China.
Unironically, the tech came from China.
Straight from Billy.
Yeah, by fellow Chinese runner 1633.
Yeah.
That trick saves maybe like it just makes the area more consistent because sometimes if you wait at the minecart, Luis will just randomly stop, scratch his butt.
Yeah. He'll sort of
look around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have time for that because we are trying to complete this game as fast as possible. So we have another second half here with Dr. Salvador. He is back with a vengeance. Rather than kill him, we're going to try and break his minecart, which is the quickest way to get him off. He doesn't really pose much of a threat to us, but I like to kill him anyway. It gives me something to do.
And you can actually survive one hit from the chainsaw by him in this section, no matter the difficulty. Don't ask why I know.
See, there's a very good clip of you that I think I clipped where you forgot to shoot the explosives up ahead.
Yeah, you can actually survive the boards here actually as well. You don't need to actually.
You can, yeah.
Yeah, but the red barrels, no, you cannot survive them.
You cannot survive the red barrels. So I am gonna shoot them and try and shoot those ones as well to do some extra damage to him. And then these red barrels up ahead, yeah, you cannot survive these.
Cannot face with them, you'll get a game over. First and hopefully last time. I've experienced that.
So he comes around the corner here and we break his minecart. He's gone.
I don't even know where he went.
Shot him too fast. I'm too quick. The best shot in the West.
For some reason, you have infinite ammo, but only right here.
Yeah, pretty much. It's sort of mean for the game to make you use your own ammo, I feel. Especially with the sheer amount of enemies that show up.
If you so wish, you can honestly just like, you don't really have to aim, just kind of shoot in the general direction. Eventually, one will hit.
The thing about this section is that it is good downtime, I guess, but since it is an auto-scroller, but it's an interactive auto-scroller, so there's no... You can't go up and use the bathroom or something. It's not like a cutscene where you really do have that downtime. You actually do have to play it out and shoot the enemies so that you don't die. But we are coming up on the end of it right here, though, and I think this is where we dug up the bugs.
Look at the bugs. Where?
They did dig up the bugs here. Right here. Look.
There it is.
Oh crap.
Should I try and do the pause tech here? If you pause and swap your weapons here, you can sort of skip this stun, but it didn't even work, so I just look stupid now.
Yeah, I never get that one.
Yeah, this is a bit weird. I'm gonna do another... I'm gonna glitch here using that barrel up ahead. This one, shoot that barrel. There we go, that should be good. So now we have flash grenades in place of the handgun when we technically have the handgun equipped. So we're going to use that to flash all these novies here. Make sure that we can pass through here and that, more importantly, Luis can pass through here because Luis can wage a war on these guys. He wages a civil war that lasts for all eternity, and it can lose you a lot of time, especially on a good pace.
A civil
another one
war?
right
Does that
here.
mean Luis is a bug?
I guess it does, yeah, in some ways. I've called him worse. Yeah, but he seems to be following behind us nicely here. Yeah, if you get hit, just like that, you do lose the ammo glitch, so we have to make sure that we do not get hit, otherwise we risk losing our infinite flashes. But Louis seems to be getting past fine here. There we go.
Yeah, very good Luis RNG.
Yeah, very good. We have Krauser up ahead, so what I just did there was set my repeated input type to hold, so that I can just repeatedly swipe the knife here. So we're going to have a knife battle with the Jack Krauser here. I forgot to press the elevator. He's called Jack.
Original
right?
is quick time events, but now in the remake it is an interactive fight. So I think it's a big improvement.
Yeah, for sure. QTEs were big in the early 2000s. It's sort of...
If you step his legs, he's less likely to parry, but it's obviously he still can parry, but just like a little bit less.
You're not thinking straight.
And try and go for as many crit kicks as possible, but
Yeah.
so much RNG.
What you got?
Yeah, this fight can also like make or break a PB run, just how random it can be.
Come on, Krauser. It's a very long Krauser fight. There we go. Yeah, it's all pretty much RNG. I mean, you can obviously play it very well, and it can take ages, or you can play it quite badly, and you just get all the crits possible. But yeah, Luis dies.
You won't get away with this, Krauser.
I'm sorry, Luis.
Well, at least
He
he's
gets shot
already
or
in,
something.
Like a burial bag.
Makes the burial process a lot easier.
There's actually a way to soft lock yourself. If you after that cutscene, if you pull out your knife, there's a chance that you don't get the Louis slab key, and you won't kind of notice.
I have it. I have it. I have it.
Sorry for
I have
scaring you,
it.
Cake.
You just
Well,
got
sometimes you can, yeah, you might not notice until like the end of the game. Like, crap, oh no, I lost.
Yeah, you get soft locked in chapter 15. You don't pick up that key. So we're now coming up on Clock Tower. It's another kind of annoying section of the game, but it is made easier. We're going to buy rocket launcher here, and I'm going to buy body armor as well. Anything else? Well, first aid spray. Treat myself.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, true. Treat myself health-wise.
There's the clock tower.
So, thank you, Leon. It is the clock tower indeed. We need to get to the top of that. There is an elevator in the middle that we're going to be using to do that, and there's going to be loads of enemies trying to shoot at us, jump down on us, all that sort of stuff. I'm going to preemptively do a little bit of healing. A cool little autosave clip that we get to do here as well, which skips a forced cutscene. So usually we walk through that door normally, a little cutscene plays with Salazar, who's that guy we saw very, very briefly before I skipped the cutscene in chapter 7. Yeah, it also does save us from battling a few enemies that spawn up here, so it just stops them from annoying us.
So I saw you picked up 300 pesetas there, and I just did a quick conversion. So Leon stopped in the middle of this to pick up $2 US.
It all adds up. He's like he's got like 1 million pesetas. He wants to pick up 3.
Or for me right there. That's classic Leon move.
I'm actually gonna do the safe strat here and just
A little bit of friendly fire there with the spiked ball.
That was like the best dodge I've ever seen in a video game.
yeah. It does keep a lot of the quick time events from the OG, which I think gives it a bit of charm. So
I
yeah,
can
this
see
is
the Bella sister backflip.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is the clock tower here. So basically the strat is we are gonna try and keep 2 or 3 enemies alive, and we're gonna pick these 3 that are gonna spawn up here. I'm gonna try and keep them alive, but make sure that they can't jump down to the elevator by continually shooting them in the legs, so they don't get up. I did miss that one there. And basically what that does is that will stop enemies from spawning up ahead above us, because there's sort of this entity like limit. So we had to kill that first one there. Because I did miss that shotgun shot onto him. Sort of this effect is not supposed to be lasting so long, is it?
Oh, you're kind of vibrating. I know you said like you kind of vibrate with the virtual controller, but
I think it's a little bit bugged. It might be slightly bugged.
I thought
That's
it was
okay, though.
Discord for a second. I was like, am I having a stroke? What is happening?
I think you really dug up the bugs right there.
Yeah, we really did.
Oh my god.
So we're going
it's
to
having-
continually shoot these 2 guys in the legs. So yeah, usually you're in your casual playthrough, you're sort of killing all the enemies as they spawn, and then more of them spawn up here. But keep these 2 alive. They're just it's just sort of free sailing. They're not gonna be any more that spawn, and it is made easier on hardcore compared to standard and the lower difficulties like assisted as well, because they have a higher HP pool, so they can take more shots to the legs without dying. Whereas on assisted, it's really easy to kill them, which is very, very frustrating.
Almost never works on assisted.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna manage to get through here just fine.
That was a clean clock tower.
That's a pretty good clock tower, yeah.
Couldn't have done it better myself.
Cool, neat tech we can do here. I'm gonna set my run type to hold. I'm gonna sort of spam my run key. Usually if you try and run across these, it will, you have a sort of death animation where you fall through. It's obviously, wooden planks, they don't hold under Leon's weight. But yeah, sort of spam it there. So you can just get over them. It looks quite silly as well. Pick up some extra loot here. And then another quite difficult skip up ahead. We're just gonna straight up rocket Roman Salazar though. We don't see him for very long. Rest in peace.
Oh, that was a really hard skip right there.
Oh yeah. So this is elevator skip. It's notoriously difficult, especially because this line that I need to take out here. So to reload this checkpoint, I need to take a very precise line down the side of the stairs here. And then I need to turn off a knife, run up against this wall, and drop down here.
Nice.
That
And
skip has caused many headaches for as long as this game has been released.
yeah, a lot of people really do struggle with that skip. Honestly, I find it quite easy.
So
Too good.
I'm guessing the game doesn't have fall damage then.
No, the game never intends for you to be able to fall that amount, so there's no sort of built-in fall damage,
Perfect. Won't have to swim.
which is good for us because it allows us to do that skip there and fall down a very large area. Yeah, that was chapter 12. Chapter 13 now presents its own Perilous. Do I have a nade? Yes, I do. No, find this one as well.
I like
They're
how
on
you have
island
one
now.
nade that's twice the size of the other nades.
Yeah, so there's sort of a bit of RNG in any percent, and even more so in NMG because you need more of them. So we need 2 heavy nades. We're going to be using one at the second Krauser fight, which is coming up in chapter 14. And we're going to be using one for a skip, actually, later on. So sort of the best RNG, of course, is getting 2 of them or more. I only have 1 at the moment, which means we may need to waste a little bit of time buying the recipe and also crafting an extra one. Sometimes you have like a really good run and you just don't get any heavy nades. It's very unfortunate. So we're going to do a little skip here. This is turret skip 1. I'm going to throw a sort of precise nade there. It's gonna blow this guy in front of the turret there, so we can just walk past it. Usually we'd have to disable or like move the turret manually. We don't have time for that, so we're just gonna knock somebody else into it.
Another clean skip. That can go wrong so fast.
It can go very wrong very fast. This guy is pretty
We never change it
annoying.
back.
I never changed it back. Oopsie. Should probably take some heals out when I get past this area. There's a little typewriter before that next tripwire clip.
Wow, there's a certain enemy up ahead of you. You have very personal beef with.
I have very personal beef with this guy, so I'm gonna take out my anger, as I always do, for that one run that he ruined many, many moons ago. I'm sorry, soldier. It had to happen.
Have you
That guy with the
named it
rocket there. We haven't named him. What should we name him? What should we call him?
We have a tradition
Reginald.
of naming things here. Anything that's not named in a run, we set the official name here on GDQ. So I heard a Reginald.
Reginald? We'll call him Reginald. Reginald once shot me with a rocket launcher on PB Pace, and I blew up. There's a very funny clip of me on my Twitch channel where I get blown up and I sort of like cover my mouth in shock because I'd like never seen it happen to anybody before.
All right, you heard it here, Chad. Anytime you see a run of this game in the future, when we pass Reginald, I expect you all to type in Reginald.
All type Reginald, all type shoot Reginald, he deserves it. Take out all these first aid sprays then. So if we remember right at the start of the run, that sort of tripwire skip, we're going to be doing it again here. It's a little bit harder because the wall is slightly thicker, but I believe in myself. These two guys in here can be a little bit annoying and sort of mess you up. Let me shoot this guy in the legs, just try and get through a bit better. I knew as soon as I sort of stopped walking, it saves a very little amount of time. It sort of just drops you down here.
Ooh, Rocket
Just so you don't have
Reggie.
to use those.
The Rocket Reggie.
The Rocket Reggie? That is a very good name, yeah. Rocket Reggie.
We only call him Reginald when he's bad and actually shoots you.
Yeah, we say it in a very like stern
The
tone.
full name.
Reginald. See any zoom to get past here. Yeah, that tripwire clip can sort of mess you up because it's sort of a different sort of angle and different sort of timing to the first one that we do, the Larry skip. So I've had quite a few good paces where I've sort of lost unnecessary time to it.
That just means free time save for the next run.
Yep. We don't have time for that guy. That guy really scared me, I remember, on my first casual playthrough. He just sort of falls out and sets you on fire. Do you guys see that?
What was
What's
that?
that?
What was that?
That thing actually fit through that door.
Yes, so.
Yes, he did. Yeah, that's horrifying. Spinal jump scare.
I'm here to answer the important questions or ask the important questions.
How did he get through there?
Did you see that?
I did the same thing when we had Resident Evil Village and I was just watching the traitor in that. I was like, how is that possible?
How did he get there?
How did the Duke get there, actually?
So we're going to try a little dodge on here. Going to try and make sure that he doesn't hit us. Going to take a wide line here.
Fuck are you?
And sort of 3 dodges that you can do. 3 times you have to sort of walk past him. 1 time we'll be on the way back after flipping this lever. Here we go. Through him again. We'll need to do it 1 more time. And then we're also going to be abusing that hitbox displacement again. Not necessarily for a skip, but just to avoid this next one. Because we're going to be upgrading our door security to level 2. And there's a guy who's going to drop down from one of the bags in here. And usually in your casual playthrough, you'd sort of be running around, freaking out, like, oh no, what are we going to do? We're just going to hide inside the wall until our keycard is done upgrading.
What the heck? Is this allowed? Isn't this cheating?
This is cheating, yeah.
Come on, what's taking so long?
Admin, Cake is wall hacking.
Different kind of wall hacking. So there's going to be a couple of beeps.
The computer specifically said thank you for your patience during a speed run.
Yeah. It's very, very silly, especially while that guy is out there trying to grab us as well. So we actually don't need to do that third dodge because he roamed all the way over there, which is funny.
That's kind of rare, actually.
That is quite rare. Some rifle ammo here. Don't mind if I do. It's a little bit tight on some ammo here, but should be fine. Okay, hit us with the Tekken combo. We have plenty of heals.
Peace.
Reset that checkpoint here. We're just going to reset that guy's position that was in front of us to just behind us. I thought I'd just YOLO this room. This room you can die in very, very easily. It's sort of a, it's not like another cabin. It's like another water hole. Oh wait. Okay. I'm going to equip the biosensor scope. We sort of got to look in all these regenerators to see who ate the... Hopefully it's this guy. It is this guy, yeah. So we've got to shoot the parasites inside of him to kill him. So we can get the wrench from inside. I sort of forgot what it was called. So yeah, I'm not sure why the wrench was in there. He must have just got hungry. But we can use that to unlock this panel and upgrade our keycard for the third and final time.
That is such a weird video game puzzle of like, we need something to turn this. Oh, it was eaten by this thing in this test tube that we then need to explode. Like,
yeah, it's very strange why it's in there, but it does introduce us to the thermal scope, which is, I guess it's kind of cool, but it's the only use that we have of it in the whole run. I started to do laps around these guys. Oh, is he gonna throw that? He is. It's fine then. If you're lucky, you can sort of get him to blow up his friends. Grab this. That was a pretty decent room, I say. Getting blown up. Getting blown up again. Getting blown up for a third time.
Someone signed this.
I keep speaking too soon. It's becoming an issue. I keep jinxing myself.
they're really mad at you.
They're really mad at me. I'm not sure why. I don't know what I did.
They're jealous of the fit.
They are. They wish they had drip like me.
So I know that you've done the potato sack, you've done Leon, and you've done Ashley. Like, how much of this could you edit for the speed run?
You mean like the costume mods and stuff?
Yeah, like could they be throwing like bananas instead of grenades? I don't know. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
How far
There's
would you take
a
it?
very funny one. I have a funny one where the flashbang is an iPhone. It's a very silly one. I have various weapon ones. I turned most of them off for the hotfix. I just kept the basic costumes on.
Could you give me a boost?
Yeah, you can have all sorts of stuff.
If you wanted to go full chaos, I would have allowed it. I would have been here for it.
It might interest you.
Few more sniper clips here. After this one, we're going to be reloading a checkpoint just to sort of skip Leon's animation where he opens that door. We'll let Ashley open it.
Let's find another way.
Skip right there skips like the entire chapter pretty much.
Yeah, basically, it skips that whole section with the bulldozer or the crane rather.
Yeah.
Leave me.
And casually, and for glitchless category, this chapter can be really annoying. So when I finally switched to 80%, it was a godsend.
It's the tech that you taught me as well. Sort of getting right into this corner so that Ashley gets on the elevator as soon as possible.
Yeah, very minor time optimization.
You know, I was thinking. We
We got it from our boy HQQQAQ.
Right? Maybe someday I'll become an
Yeah, shout out that guy. He's absolutely insane.
think we could protect the US from any and all
Yeah, the
threats.
current world record holder in many categories in this game.
Well, either way. First,
Pretty much all the new game categories, right?
Yeah.
You're no fun.
And he's just like so far ahead of everyone else as well. That's the goat. This game has a pretty small community, but It's very tight knit. It's very cool.
Settler. You bastard.
I actually got kidnapped again.
Oh yeah, again.
Hopefully for the last time.
Yeah, it's a very recurring theme if you've been paying attention to the story. We're coming up on the second Krauser fight that I briefly mentioned before here, which is what we're going to need this heavy nade for. I am just going to buy the recipe up ahead here, just in case we don't get another drop.
I've got
So
some
we
new
have a few things here.
welcome.
We're going to buy
Got something new.
heavy nade recipe, the buy a rocket launcher, and to repair my body armor. I might as well repair this. I don't need anything else, do I?
That's
pretty much it.
anytime.
Let's throw a nade down here. Like it destroys the trap, right?
Yes, and the tripwire and bear trap.
For you, rookie.
So we're gonna enjoy this cutscene because we're gonna be doing something that I guess we call what's it called again?
Honor skip.
Honor skip. That's it. Because we skip the cutscene when he says honor, and that's gonna put Krauser in the right position where he just gets stuck, which allows us to sort of get through the first part of this course that he's set up for us without him bothering us.
Give it up, Krauser.
So enjoy a little bit of lore here.
Maniacs won't bring your men back.
But even though this isn't the most RTA friendly, but it does like place you a little bit further
You think they would
down the path you need to go.
Yeah,
And also like it is very much worth breaking his AI because
yeah,
gunning you down.
he will be.
This is all about. See, in that jungle.
For some reason, I really want you to mod in like Senator Armstrong for this.
There's a lot of very fun Krauser mods.
Power.
Nano machine, son.
I don't suggest that. I know you were always an asshole. But at
But
least
he
you
had
had
some kind of code, some honor.
Honor.
And then we skip the cutscene there, and
Oh my.
it's gonna shoot us. We have the body armor, so his shots do absolutely no damage to us. It's the bisexual suit. It has inbuilt bullet protection. All you'll ever need. So yeah, you can sort of hear Krauser. He's just running into a wall over there. I don't know where he is exactly, but
I think directly below you, and sometimes there's like depending on your hardware actually, like you might have to like turn your camera to make him like actually like run into his own bear trap.
oh yeah.
remember the fight in the jungle. We barely made it out alive.
Go with your gut.
So we're gonna sort of wait a little second here before shooting this, because if you shoot it too quickly, doesn't he like instantly flash you? You can sort of
If you
grab
don't
you
pass a
there.
certain line,
I see, right.
yeah.
I always just wait a second. Avoid all these bear traps.
I love a good
If him to shoot there. A little bit up ahead where we're just gonna shoot him in the head once, maybe twice. Maybe 4 times if I continually miss. We'll see. There we go, cut him.
There we go.
No pause buffet, see how good I am?
I'd be dead if I kept listening to people.
You don't
like
need aim labs or Kovac.
Nope. A few little extra tripwires here, which are exclusive to Hardcore and Pro. So I'm gonna look right up, throw a heavy nade here, shoot him in the head once, and when he falls down, hit him with the handgun once. That's the quickest way to get him to phase into this cutscene.
Very clean.
Just to get past him here, I started to do a little
So that's your true power.
thingy. Look at a certain angle there. I think it's a cope mostly, but it helps. I saw it helps.
I've never seen that camera angle. I've always seen like directly facing to the wall. Very interesting seeing that room in that angle. That was kind of like DLC view for me.
That's what I've always done ever since I started running the game. And then we're just gonna finish him off with the rocket launcher here. Just shoot at the ledge below him. There we go. What I sort of do here is do that to sort of skip picking up Krauser's knife. It sort of forces you to pick it up, so if you do a little bit of pause buffing and swing with the knife, it saves you that little bit of inventory space. So yeah, we're now going into chapter 15. We're in the last stretch of the run. Some very difficult skips and tech coming up. I need to craft a heavy nade here. Need to also take the riot gun back out of storage.
Now, for those of us keeping track at home, have we done the boss fight where the dog shows up already?
Oh yeah.
We skipped it. That was the Gigante skip.
I've been waiting for the doggy though.
Check the save here.
Every boss, I'm like, "Where's the dog? Where's the dog?"
Should have mentioned that when I skipped it. I apologize. In our canon, in the speedrun canon, the dog left and met up with its dog family and lived a happy dog life.
Well, that's good to know.
We'll go with that.
So shooting that guy early does trigger this Mike saving our butt sooner.
Yeah, so the reason we made that save and reloaded it is so that that guy up there was in a shootable position, so that we can shoot him, and that sort of triggers this guy in the helicopter, who's called Mike, who is gonna last for a very long time, and he won't get blown up at all, at any point. It's gotta trust me. So this bit we've got to get to 18 kills. So we'll have to shoot a couple of these guys here. If you have an extra nade here, it can be useful, but I don't think I have one to spare.
Oh, that guy just ate that headshot. He just kept running full
He did,
speed.
yeah. It's alright, we got
That's so nonchalant.
yes.
Actually, low cortisol.
Don't forget that $5 on the floor. Very important.
These guys can be a little annoying when we're waiting for Mike. But yeah, we want him to blow up that path ahead so that we can get past. So we're going to be setting up for something up ahead called Duffel Bag, and I guess I'll sort of try my best to explain it. It's a little weird, and we'll see why it's called Duffel Bag up ahead. But essentially, when I said before at the start of the run that there's sort of two sort of movement states. Thanks for Goomba stomping me, guys. Sort of two states that Leon can be in combat and out of combat. There's also a third type of movement speed, I believe, which is, we call it Devil Speed because it's the one that we use to sort of activate the glitch up ahead. And we get that by falling into the void. Yeah, you can explain it if you'd like. Don't spoil it.
So, I'll say like what? Oh.
Okay, we'll just have to, try that again.
With double bag, so when Leon touches certain surfaces, in this case, it'll be like a pool of water in the abyss. Leon's animations get kind of wonky, and the devs really didn't program like how, like, you know, Leon would behave touching water that he should not be touching at all. This could also be activated in some surfaces, like some parts in TNT Valley.
Yeah, it's not exclusively the out of bounds. So we use that heavy nade there to break that turret up there, which gives us an autosave. So we're throwing that nade up, we're clipping into the wall, and then using the autosave to get out of bounds here. So I'm going to come to this little bit here. This is where we do the setup. I'm going to swap my frame rate to 30. I'm sort of going to walk off this edge, not too quickly, but not too slow as well. Sort of helps. And yeah, it looks quite strange. We're just sort of falling into the void, but it does have a purpose. And that sort of, I guess that layer that we saw of water touching that is what sort of activates it. So we now have duffel speed, which we can tell because we are currently in combat, but we can't crouch sprint. And then this is sort of a gauntlet because there's another trick that we need to do before we actually get to the duffel sort of skip, I guess. And that's turret skip 2, and it's very, very like nerve-wracking to do on a good pace. So hopefully I'm not going to mess it up. It would be very nice not to.
Yeah, it's pretty scary because if you die or load any checkpoints, you lose duffel bag, and that loses a lot of time.
Yeah, so we basically just don't want to die. So the turret skip is working kind of the same way as before, but instead of using a nade, we're going to be shooting a guy into the turret so that we can pass through. And yeah, if we have to reset the checkpoint or we die at any point, that's run over pretty much. And we won't get to see the cool duffel bag trick. So when duffel bag was first discovered, I think it was banned in the speedruns, right? Because nobody could really figure out a way to get it consistently.
Yeah.
People thought it might be hardware based, and obviously, like if the escape is hardware based, we tend to ban it just due to like not everyone having the same access to the same.
I think it's slightly still hardware based, but that setup there is pretty much consistent along everybody's systems, no matter what they have. Need to not die to that movie there. So I'm gonna throw a flash up here to make sure that the enemies aren't gonna attack us. So this is our victim here. We're gonna blast him in the feet. Yeah, one more shot should be. Yep. Blast him underneath the turret there. Make sure JJ is gonna shoot us a little bit, but the body armor is gonna save us. What's left of it, anyway.
Was the turret still shooting the body back there?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
A little bit of an overreaction on the turret's part.
Poor NBC. 4 shotgun backflips into the turret that just never stops.
So this is why we call it duffel bag. Because usually we're sort of cradling Ashley in this section, sort of carrying her very slowly, but Leon absolutely does not have time for that. I sort of missed that. Missed that pause buffer there. But yeah, Leon is just sort of chilling, holding Ashley underneath his arm. And this saves about 1.5 minutes, is it? Because usually you're walking very, very slowly here.
I think about 2 minutes actually.
About 2 minutes. Yeah, it saves a lot of time.
I mean, if you can punch boulders, you can carry a body one-handed.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
God damn it.
So the sort of
buffer
pause buffering here. Yeah, Leon sort of bends down and starts coughing, but you can skip that if you continually pause. We're gonna
Very funny out of context though. Canceling out a cough.
yeah, cough cancel tag.
Yeah.
We're gonna use Luis's key there that we did pick up.
This time.
And then we need to get out of the duffel state here, so we are gonna be making a save and reloading that save, and that's gonna get rid of the duffel effect. Because we do move very slowly in duffel.
So all of this.
Aside from when carrying Ashley, of course.
Parasites. This was the week.
I rebind my shotgun. Actually very good on shotgun ammo.
Yeah.
I thank all that shotgun ammo that we got at the start at Village for this run. It made everything possible.
Yeah,
Thank you, RNG drops. Thank you,
The exact same shells you've been using the other ones. Although you're good luck.
A Capcom employee was watching over me, and he decided to be very nice to me. So we basically have one more trick in there, and that's just the ammo glitch, right? And then we're pretty much done.
I'm sure you're okay.
Yeah, you got jet ski.
Never been better.
Yes, we do have
First, you
jet
can do the
ski.
jet ski.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Look at this place. That woman who helped
A few novies we have to shoot here. That can be quite annoying if you
sure,
don't.
she's fine. She's not the type to roll over that easy.
sounds like you know her well.
Thankfully, they're all still sleeping as you pass through the area, not active. Like
Yeah. I'm happy it's not any more difficult in hardcore and pro either. I shoot them off the wall here. The reason I shoot them is just so that I stay out of combat. If you sort of dodge past them, it's a bit slower because you have to crouch sprint this way. So we're actually going to say goodbye to the super rifle. We need to sell it and replace it with a rocket launcher. So,
Something new for you, mate.
where is it? There it is. 240k for this one rifle.
Buy it at a high price.
I'm going to buy a rocket launcher in its place.
Take care of any leftover
It's going to go into the right slot. And then, yeah, the last ammo glitch trick of the run. I'm going to use this barrel here. Gonna shoot Sadler. That's phase 1. We're going to use the real rocket launcher for phase 2. And yeah, that's basically the run. We've still got jet ski to go, but it's sort of a victory lap.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
So yeah, all in all,
There can still be kind of nerve-wracking.
it can be kind of nerve-wracking, but I only know one person who's died in jet ski. Zan. Not to name drop, but to name drop. Sorry, Zan.
So what happens when it hits 0? Do you get a cutscene or something?
What does happen when the timer hits 0?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure actually.
Does the alien just blow up? I wonder if it does.
Maybe you can watch a nice YouTube video on that instead of experiencing it firsthand.
Yeah, I feel like we should not experience that.
Make us
So, all in
save,
all,
and
this
then-
one has been
and
pretty
then
good.
During the outro, we'll watch it.
You like thrill rides?
We could do actually. I do have a save. But yeah, this is the jet ski section. We're finally leaving. Only took us 2 hours, so Leon is very efficient at his job, I guess. We'll give him that. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, all in all, pretty clean. Pretty much got every trick that I wanted to do. Did sort of mess up gear skip a little bit at the start, but we basically got it most of the way through. Yeah, it's been a pretty decent run. I'm very happy with it. And there's 2 deaths in chapter 7 were just very telling of that chapter and the way that it treats you sometimes. It says a lot that they were both in chapter 7.
Are you doing the jet ski tricks, or is that just something Leon does for fun?
Yeah, if you sort of interact and press a direction key as you're going up the ramp, you do a very cool trick. So time is going to end on this cutscene coming up. I guess we can sort of count it down. We get close enough. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and that's time.
GG's.
Jeez.
GG's.
GG. Yeah, not a bad run. Not a bad run at all.
That was a very good run.
What was the final RTA? It'll take a second to catch up. Looks like 1:58:21-ish.
Pretty decent. Sub 2 hour RTA. I'm not too mad about that one.
Yeah, somebody shouting out Raveway 64. Yep, I'm feeling that.
Thank you for the GGs, everyone in chat.
Well, if you want to reload so we find out what happens when it explodes, we can do that. But
sure.
also, while we're doing that, it's a great time to let all the wonderful people out there know more about yourselves, where they can find you, if you have a stream, if you have a community, any upcoming events or runs, or S+, nice. Anything else that's going on. Now's a great time to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I stream fairly regularly, twitch.tv/jdcake_. I don't really have much else to shout out other than this. This was my first time doing anything sort of Hotfix related. I guess I did commentate for Aki's RE9 run, but that's the only other thing I've really done. So I was very nervous coming on, but I think all in all it went pretty well. Yeah, just thanks Aki and Hyrule for coming on. These guys taught me everything I know about running this game. They sort of mentored me, which is it's very, very fun to have them commentate for this. So yeah, the RE speedrunning community is all full of very nice people. If running this game looks interesting to you, yeah, everyone in the speedrunning Discord for any RE game, I guess. Everyone's super helpful, super happy to help. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. If either Aki or Hyrule have anything they want to shout out.
Yeah, thanks for asking me to commentate, and also plugging in your potential guide for all the glitches in this.
Oh yeah, I'm currently working on a sort of compendium for this game. It's sort of been a work in progress for a while. I'm sort of sort of been very lazy with it, to be honest. But yeah, it's sort of had a recent spark of motivation to start working on it again. So hopefully that'll be finished soon. It should have pretty detailed text guides and video guides of how to do the any percent run, basically. Yeah, so be a lookout for that in the RE4 Discord when that drops.
Oh, we got another 25 seconds if there's anything
Yeah.
you want to
Dude,
shout out.
Hyrule, quickly, Hyrule, go.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I stream twitch.tv/HyroWarrior7. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've done a couple runs on Hotfix before. Yeah.
I'm like strangely nervous
13
about what's
seconds.
gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of like, I'm very
quite
eager
curious.
what happens.
You're gonna see it here first, chat. No one ever dies on this section.
We're gonna be the first.
Hotfix exclusive.
5, 4,
4,
Three.
3,
2,
2,
1.
1. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's.
Oh, that's it.
It's just the
Oh.
sound. That's it.
Oh, that was it.
That's it, really.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm highly disappointed.
I am pretty disappointed as well. That's could have been something much cooler.
That could have been an email.
Well, with that, I guess we're gonna end with that. Could have been an email. So we are gonna thank you all so much for being here. That was a lot of fun. I know Chad enjoyed it too. We're gonna take a few minutes to set up for our next run, which is gonna be Crow Country. New game plus any percent Murder of Crows difficulty. I believe that's the highest difficulty on the game. I'm super excited for that. And we have an incredible lineup for that. I'll let you wait and see who we got coming in just a few minutes, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in just a little bit.